Richard Johnson, another frustrating one, another week of trying to force those final wickets on the day, but Durham putting up that resistance.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been doing it the hard way in the last couple of games, trying to get level after a big score in the first innings and then trying to force the game on the last day. Twice now we've come close. Sussex was obviously probably 1 wicket short of really going through them, and today amazing effort from the lads. They've bowled a lot of overs recently and they came really hard. There were little opportunities, edges into gaps, top edges, just opportunities that we couldn't quite get, and the boys are obviously a bit disheartened because we really felt we could push for a win today. You can't fault the effort, it's just not quite gone our way there.
Very, very similar to the Sussex match, wasn't it, the way it played out? For the right reasons, you decided to bowl first. Durham said they'd have done exactly the same, bowled first on this one, but ultimately time lost as well, effectively a couple of sessions in the end, I think, to rain.
Yeah, that's right. A couple of wickets now we've looked at and we've gone, if we're going to get something out, we feel we're going to do it in the first hour, and the boys have bowled beautifully in those hours, and a lot of playing and missing. You need to take wickets at that time. It's a lot about the balls at the moment, and they go soft pretty quickly, so you need to take your opportunities early. But you're always in the game because the wicket gets better, and as we've proved 2 games running, we've got up next to them in both games, and then created the problems for the opposition on the last day, and we just haven't quite nailed that last day yet. But as I've just said to them in there, if we keep showing that commitment and that effort and that attitude, the next round of games will come really strongly.
It's hard to nail that final day when there's not that much in the track, though. I mean, ultimately there's an awful lot of runs being scored in this. You've tried your hardest. We were weighing up last night with maybe you'd try and have a go at them yesterday evening. John Simpson, I think, said at stumps, probably bat on for an hour today would be the plan, and just try and get enough ahead. So the feeling, I guess, was that this pitch would have a little bit of up and down bounce today.
Yeah, that's what we thought, and sometimes pressure in the mind, obviously on the last day when all you've got to play for is a draw, can help. We talked about maybe pulling out last night, but we felt if we can get ahead and use that as a psychological one, we could put some real pressure on, which we did.
So they were 50 for 3 at one point, effectively, weren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. And there were a couple of half chances or little areas where the top edge goes into a gap. Yeah, you only need to take one of those and you feel like you can go through. So, the boys have been brilliant. They've bought into everything. They're the ones that, again, it's a discussion about whether you bowl first. The boys buy into that. It's a way of winning a game. You still got to play the best cricket in the game, whether you bat or bowl.
Break now for the One Day Cup, but thinking about the Championship still for a moment, 3 more games to go. It's probably going to have to be 3 from 3, isn't it, to try and get in those top 2 positions come the end?
Don't know about that. I mean, everybody's playing each other, aren't they? So it's going to be tough anyway. So I don't know if it's 3 from 3 necessarily. It's just going to be who plays the best cricket in those last 3 games, and if you get a couple of draws and a win, and the other results go your way, it might work out that way.
And the next one's Glamorgan, who are a rival.
Absolutely.
And the last one was Worcestershire.
Absolutely. So look, you start every game trying to win a game. So we're not going into any game not trying to win it. But as we've talked about a lot of the times before with yourself and Fletch, there's a process to that as well, and we'll keep working hard towards that. And
the One Day Cup, it's next up. Looking forward to that one. It's 8 games. It's a bit of a funny month, August, isn't it? Because there's not that much cricket, but at least unless you focus on the games, you're looking forward to testing what's left when you lose a few to the 100.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't lost that many at the moment, so that can change still from now until the first game or the middle of the comp. But we've got a decent side, and we're looking forward to it definitely. There's a bit more crossover between Championship and 50 over than there is in T20, so we feel like we've got a decent side for that, so we're looking forward to that.
I'd imagine a hungry side as well, because they'll all feel they've played well this year. I mean, it's for you to say, I guess, as coach. The averages look good, don't they, batters and bowlers at the moment?
Yeah, got some great performances in there. I just said to the guys, we got the momentum in that first 6 games, did brilliantly, and all the little bits of luck and everything went our way, and you ride that well, and then you change formats, and then you play a bit of T20 and then Championship in the middle of that, and the momentum just slid the other way slightly. But we haven't been outplayed at any time. We haven't been beaten badly or anything. The games we've lost are 2 exceptional innings that beat us, more than us being a poor team, if that makes sense. So we know that if we keep working hard and we keep doing what we know we can do in that last 3 games, then we'll perform.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.